Well, all right. Make sure we got sound. Hello. Echo. Nick. One moment. I just can't hear it. We should be rocking and rolling. Look, there's a Rippy. Rippy's on stream. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Luna Lounge. Welcome to my kitchen. Today, we will be doing Copycat Cowboy Crunch Burritos. My favorite burrito from Nito Burrito. We'll be doing homemade tortillas, refried beans, refried black beans. I'm gonna fry up black beans. I already have soft beans. Refried means we soften them, you boil them, you soak them, then you fry them up. We're just gonna straight fry them because I already have soft beans. I've already got leftover turkey. We're not seasoning it. I'm gonna do homemade Cajun seasoning, and we're gonna do homemade barbecue rice. And of course, we can't leave out the Doritos, the ranch, and all that other good stuff. I'm gonna throw in some spinach, be a little bit healthier. It'll be delicious. But today was my first day venturing into a multi-platform stream. So hopefully we get some people joining us from Facebook. You'll see them pop up in chat. Maybe YouTube. YouTube's a new venture for me. I doubt it, but I know my Twitch peeps hopefully will grace me with their presence. At least one, because I love you all. But I hope you all are hungry, and to switch back to that. And I apologize, I got a couple lights burning out in here, so it's gonna be a little dark, but we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna get our Taco Tuesday on, repping this. And a big shout out, I'm hoping she might join me on the stream. Big shout out to my mama. I know it might not focus, she might not care. There's a younger picture of her, so that she might be not as embarrassed. But thank you, mama, for teaching me everything I know, and hopefully you might tune into a stream sometime. Now that we've ventured into multi-platform, she doesn't have to create a Twitch account to watch me. Yay! But we need to get rolling with our tortillas, which we need some flour. I'm going to be doing some chili garlic tortillas. We season them up with some garlic. I think I'm a little blurry. I don't know. But that was just in case. Now we're not blurry. But we'll keep going here with this. I need to angle you down a little bit, bub. I can't see you so much. There we go. Now we're good. Wow, you're not getting nothing. Kitty's all going crazy already. But welcome to the stream, guys. Let's get our tortilla on here. We need, oh, be quiet. I weigh everything. So my homemade tortilla recipe, a full batch, when I'm baking for a bunch of people, calls for 3 cups of flour. I'm flying solo tonight, so I'm just gonna make a half batch of tortillas. So we're not gonna do 3 cups, we're gonna do 1.5, which should equate to about, let's see, if 1 cup of flour is 120, so in 60, 180 grams of flour. You know what, that don't look, I lied. So we might do, and let's make extra, and then I'll have some more from mine. We'll do 3 cups, we'll double it up. We'll do the full amount of what we need here. Let's get going, almost there, ladies and gents, and we are at 350 about. That's golden. Frugo, hurrah! Welcome to the stream! All hail the queen! And we'll never be royals. You can call me queen, and baby I will rule. Let me live that fantasy. I love that song. Not a guilty pleasure. She's fantastically talented, Lord. But welcome to Stream for God. I hope you like burritos. That's what we're doing today. And welcome to my real first multi-stream. We are doing a couple different platforms today. We might have some peeps joining us from Facebook, so our chat looks a little different. today, right here, right? We've got maybe some peeps from Facebook join us, maybe some people from YouTube join us. We'll never know, but thank you for joining me now. I've already got about 3 cups, a little shy. Oh, no. You're good. It was more of a test. We were not sure how this particular service would act, and if I had set it up correctly with OBS or anything like that, because let's face it, I'm not my tech support. That's Panda and Taz, and I luckily had Panda this morning wake up and help me out just a hair. So, we're good. But no worries, absolutely whatsoever. All I did was make breakfast sandwiches like I've done in the past. You can go back and watch the VOD, of course, if you feel like it. There wasn't too much craziness going on. It was just more of us playing around, so it's all good. Like I said, I've already got my flour in there. We need our baking soda. We need a teaspoon of it. So actually, I grabbed a half teaspoon because I'm getting conservative. Full teaspoon of baking powder. I'm making homemade tortillas right now. We're going to whip up this dough and let it rest. There's no really rising period because there's no yeast to this. I got my flour, my baking soda. I need my salt, which I have hanging out over here with all my spices. Kitty, you trying to kill me? Get your ball. Kitty's trying to get me with her ball there. I was drawing when you were streaming. Now, hey, you know what? I hope you're having a good time drawing. I like writing poetry. So I've been getting back into a little bit, but unfortunately, you know, I like writing poetry either when I'm super goddamn happy or like super sad, like in a mood. You know, there's just certain, I can't do it when I'm neutral. When I'm neutral, I just need to be neutral. But I've written some, I mean, like, it's really, the teaspoon of salt as well, by the way, guys. Teaspoon of salt. A really childish, I just threw it. It's kind of like the wording isn't great. I'm not super thrilled with the way it sounds. Wait, so when you spill salt, are you guys superstitious? You gotta throw it over your shoulder, right? So also though, I've got a dustpan. So we can get that. Especially since I think I just threw it right all over Rippy. Right, buddy? I just threw it all over you. There we go, we're good. And we've also, because I just cleaned up my house. I went on a spree earlier today. I like to clean. It smells like lemons and white vinegar in here right now. I know you feel me, right? Like there's just some certain, it's like when I sing too, like if I'm in like a passionate mood, I'm super happy, or I'm just really super melodramatic, like I feel like I can hit notes. I can sing like crazy. Kind of in that mood right now, but I can't hear any of the music or anything, even though, another shout out to my little bro for all the tunes for us. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them. We've got our flour, our salt, our baking powder in there. I'm going to give this a quick stir. And then we will add a little bit of oil and some warm water. And that's the only other thing that goes into tortillas. I am going to add my own helping here, though, of garlic powder and chili powder, because I am super fond of anything chili garlic. Unfortunately, I have no jalapenos, so we can't do that. But my garlic powder, which I should have more of up in here, hiding out, if I can find it. Where did we hide my spare garlic powder? Ripperoo if I don't have my other garlic powder, because that's going to be a damper. I know I bought you a new bottle. Where you hiding at, boo? Nay. Where did I hide you? Well, it just might be chili. I need garlic for other things. Whatever. We'll improvise. It's here somewhere. I lose things. I'm really good at that. So, garlic, chili powder. I'll find it like tomorrow when I don't need it at all, right? That's normally how it goes. But, Luna, have you seen the drawing I posted today? No, let's check it out right now. I'm gonna look at it right now. I cleaned my whole house today and went ham. If y'all aren't a homie and have seen Frugo's art, join the Hungry Homies. Link below. Arts and crafts. Whoa! Dude, that is sick, Frugo. That is awesome. It is for those of you who can't see what I'm looking at, it is a Fox Archer. And damn good lighting too. Like, I suck at lighting. Panda is hardcore good at it compared to me. I can normally like draw something, like if I have a picture, I drew an octopus I'm really proud of, and a T-Rex, but I have like a picture of each of them, and then I just kind of looked at it and freehanded it, and I'm really proud of that. I can do that really well. I can't freaking do lighting though, not by itself. So there's probably like a half teaspoon of garlic powder left in here. We're just gonna dump that whole thing in, and then I'll find more garlic powder some other time, like I said. And I also have my big thing of dark chili powder. Dude, I'm proud of you. That is awesome. Are you proud of it? You think like, or is it something you're like, ah, it's all right? Like, I know some things people are really impressed about sometimes. You haven't seen their full content. I've shown people a couple poems. I'm like, this is really good. I'm like, you should see my other shit. Because I was like, this is half of what I can do. So, I've got chili powder in there too now, and a little bit of garlic powder just to give us some my tortilla, a nice flavor. And we are going to heat up about a cup of water. I need it warm. If I can get it warm on my sink though, I'm just gonna do that. But that's super cool. Look at this, I knew it. Panda, underneath of it. How you do this? If you guys have never seen Chappie, you gotta go watch the movie Chappie. Why you do this? It's a great movie. It's a little heartbreaking, but it's really, really good. The best you've drawn so far? Down. Congratulations, that's awesome. That's always a really good feeling, man. Always a really good feeling. When I made the red velvet cake on stream the other day, and we got to bite into it, and I'm like, this is seriously the best red velvet cake I've done so far. Like, all my ratios were on point. I was super proud of myself too. Like, not gonna lie, I'm like a little bit tooting my own horn in my head. I'm like, damn, Haley, way to get a cake. That was awesome. Get cake, y'all. We need a 1/3 cup of oil. I'm just gonna throw it right on top here. So we've got just about 3 cups of flour, baking powder, salt, our seasonings, 1/3 cup of olive oil, and a cup of warm water. I'm gonna throw this all in my mixing bowl here, and I have my KitchenAid with the dough attachment. I'm just gonna pour it all straight down into the center of the flour. Let it kind of flow up over that, and we are gonna mix it up here. If you don't have a KitchenAid with a dough hook, all you need is a wooden spoon like this, and you just go at it by hand for a little extra longer. You got some muscles. Get them kitchen muscles going. I'm gonna cheat, and we're gonna use our dough hook and whip this up. But otherwise, we'll be doing good. Get my phone roll. Oh shoot. Hey, my phone just disconnected. I was listening to loud music earlier, and this little thing is awesome. We've got a Boom 3. It's a little boom box here by Ultimate Ears. This thing is loud. I freaking love it. I'll be walking around my house doing cleaning up, doing chores, just rocking out. Not gonna lie, I miss my Apple Music though. Alright, so this is almost incorporated. We don't need our scale for anything anymore. We only need it for one thing today. So we get this out of the way. Take these things back over because we're gonna need the space on the counter to knead a little bit and shape these out into our little discs of tortilla. So again, if you're just Today I'm doing homemade tortillas, semi-refried half refried beans, and singly fried green beans, barbecue rice, and we're going to Cajun seasoning up some turkey to put in our Copycat Cowboy Crunch burritos. And for those of you who didn't see it before, I'm gonna put this bad boy up. I'll try to focus it on it right now here if I can. I've got, wait, let me illuminate her. That's my mama. My mama taught me everything I know. Shout out to my mama. That's me in my little pink dress that I probably wore once and never again. Let's put our light back on our food over here. Shout out to my mama. She inspires me. And then I'll refocus. The autofocusing camera is on its way. Thank you, Panda. I love you so much. You're the best. I need more flour because we're sticking. We don't want it sticking to the bowl. I love my mama. So we're gonna get this to not stick to the edges of my bowl anymore. With a little bit of extra flour. I'll leave that out in case we need it here. But that, I'm super happy for your drawing crew. That's really cool. My brother-in-law's favorite animal is a fox. I'm sure he would absolutely love that. And I believe he's still part of the server. I don't know if he hangs out in there too much anymore, but I should tag him in that so he gets to see it. Alright. A little bit more. Ah! I made a mess. It's okay, we're gonna need some for the counter anyway. I'm just gonna pull this forward. We're gonna need a flour our work surface, so just being a little overzealous. Coming along here. We're coming along, sir. So, flour up this surface here a bit. We're going to shape our dough as soon as we're done here. Almost there. That should be enough of that. Oh yeah, she's pulling off now. Here, I can pivot it. You guys can see just a bit better what I got going on. You can see the dough. You can't see it too often. It's kind of clinging to the bottom. So that's all I'm trying to do is prevent that from sticking to the bottom, getting it to pull away from the edges a bit. But I don't like adding too much flour because I like a very soft tortilla. So you see, just enough. It's not sticking. It's clinging to the edge, but as soon as it comes away pretty clean off of this, it's not like making my hand disgustingly gooey. If you like a really firm, or you're trying to make tortilla chips, you can add more flour. That would be beneficial. Otherwise, you don't have to. We're not going too crazy here. But just gonna use my hand, scrape that dough out. And that's all we need that for today. Load that up, get this bad boy out of the way so you guys can see. Alrighty. Now, remove my wedding rings so I don't get them too disgusting here. Really cute. Oh, thank you. That's a cute little one. Unfortunately, we don't grow up that nice, right? I'm looking not as cute now as I was then. I got my little, I love my little ponytail I had going on there. My mom called me Pebbles after the Flintstones because I had the little, like, singular pebble bun going. My mom had a lot of little, cute little quirks. She's the one that always calls everybody honey. Oh man, I'd love to make the muffins that I used to make for my soccer team, or she used to make for my soccer team, football, wherever you are in the world, and get my girls. My girls are, most of them are on Facebook now, and now that I stream to Facebook as well, we could get them in here for when I make muffins, and they could tell you stories. We could go, oh yes, it's football. It's football. Football in 90% of the world, we Americans just had to make it difficult. So we've got our nice smooth dough. Now I'm gonna get a knife and we're gonna cut this into portions for our burritos. So there's no yeast in it, it's just the baking powder that's gonna give us something. So we're gonna try to cut this into about 8 or so equal portions. I'm just gonna split it. And that should give us some decent sized burritos. So the thing about Nito Burrito here in America is a chain sort like Tex-Mex restaurant. Their burritos are like the size of a baby. They're absolutely ginormous. The first time I ever got one, I'm like, how the fuck am I even supposed to finish this? I did not. I've only finished one once and I felt horrible afterwards. We are not doing that. I am not trying to make a burrito the size of a baby today. We're going to just put the filling that would go in a Cowboy Crunch burrito in a normal size burrito. So, we're going to shape these into balls, and then I'm going to flatten them on this surface and we're going to let them rest. I'm going to coat them in a little bit of flour, but that's all we got to do for about 15 minutes. And in that meantime, I am going to prepare rice and beans, because that's going to be the other two major ingredients in our burrito, other than our Cajun Seasoning turkey, and the turkey is already made. I made dinner today, and it took me over 3 hours only because I was tired and sleepy. What did you have? Fair enough. I'm hyper today, but I cleaned my whole entire house as best as I could. I kind of course, half-assed the kitchen because what's the point? I just keep making messes in here. We're putting flour all over the counter. I spilled salt. So I did the kitchen a bit, but I kind of half-assed it because I knew I was gonna have to clean up after this anyway. And to be preemptively honest, I'm not really feeling playing some competitive video games tonight. Chicken nuggets, nugget and a biscuit. Shout out to Markiplier if you go check him out. He's got a little YouTube video called Nugget and a Biscuit. Yeah, I love chicken nuggets, not gonna lie. Give me either like sweet chili, barbecue, or buffalo sauce on them bad boys, and I love it. And I tend to be a golden barbecue sauce. Give me a vinegary mustard barbecue sauce, Carolina style. None of that. Even though I think today, what do I got? I got Carolina, but I got the hybrid Carolina sweet. So it's still molasses, I think. Water, sugar, tomato, vinegar. Yeah, a bit of molasses too, though. Yeah, not mustard. Carolina, the golden one uses mustard. But I figured with our Cowboy, I'd be more in for a molasses base. Okay, so we got these going. We're gonna flatten them out. Flatten them out. Sprinkle them with a little bit of flour, and I'm gonna let them rest until we are ready to cook them up in our skillet that's hanging out back there that's nice and clean. But we are going to make rice and beans here in the meantime. So I'm gonna need another skillet for my beans. Let's get this skillet for the beans. So, move my onion and that out of the way. We'll bring you back over here to dice up later, sweetheart. We're gonna need oil. First, we need, how much rice do we plan on making? We plan on making a single serving of rice, so we need 1 cup of rice, 1 3/4 cup of water. So let's get us going. 1 3/4 cup of water. Heat that back up. I'm gonna quickly slide these forward here. So we can get this to rest. I like spiciness, so spicy nuggets are my jam. Look. That. Bring this bag up here so we can cut this stuff up. That's gonna go in our beans. I like a little bit of lemon in my beans. So, let me get 1 3/4 cup of water for our rice. I've got some leftover basmati rice from a different recipe that we're just gonna use up. Oddly enough, fun fact, I learned the other day that white rice has more nutrients than brown rice. I always thought the opposite. So 1 3/4 cup water. Let's get that heating up. So we're making barbecue rice. We're just gonna throw, and the whole trick to barbecue rice today is barbecue sauce. It's not gonna be anything super fancy and crazy like I have done in the past. So, got that going. Should have a lid. Oh yeah, it's right next to it. Let's put the lid on so that heats up a little bit faster. I am gonna season it with some of our salt from over here though. Season the water with a little bit of salt and have a little bit of leftover oil in there as well. So, water's a little bit salty. Cover that to keep it going. Alrighty, these are resting. We're gonna want that zester for that. Rice out of the way, and we're gonna need 1 more burner here to be able to cook up our beans. And I've got my masher there, and my light burn out here, so I apologize, it's a little dark in here today. I'm gonna have to buy a new light bulb tomorrow. Let's heat the skillet up here with a bit of olive oil, and I will drain my beans in the sink. I've got a can of low sodium black beans because I'm gonna add my own salt to it. I don't like having too much salt. Not a salt freak. I know it's supposed to add a lot of flavor to things. Maybe I'm just sensitive to it, but I just don't like a hell of a lot of salt. So, let's pop open our can of beans. Best style can opener ever. Swing line. Get this. Or stingray? Swing line. Swing line, I'm pretty sure. Swing line can opener. We're going to drain this off. And we will refry our beans in our skillet with some garlic. Drain it off. I should have some fun new commands that will definitely work for the Twitch viewers too. Command Sexy being my favorite because I love that movie. One of the best movies ever. So, yeah. Salt it up. We've got our oil heating up over here. The beans. Alright, we're already getting pretty warm. Stove is working hard today, folks. What kitty? Do you smell some nice things? You're gonna hang out next to my legs. What's up, baby girl? Bend up. I'm not talking to you, Servant. I'm not. What? We have our pre-minced garlic here. I've got a big old bottle of it. I'm gonna throw a teaspoon so minced garlic in there. Ripley's all moody as well. Let's sizzle up this garlic, saute it up a little bit in the oil before we throw our beans in. While it sizzles, we'll grab my measuring cup for the rice. Certain things I will not wing. Yo! My 1 cup is MIA. I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff. I can't find my good potato masher. My 1 cup measuring cup is hanging out somewhere else right now. No, we got that one. That'll work beautifully. I'm gonna stand off to the side though today, guys, so that you can actually hopefully get light on the skillet. Saute this garlic up just till it's aromatic. Fry our beans. I'm gonna mash them up with my potato masher a bit. Leave some of the beans whole. Yeah, that should be good. Try to get minimal wastage here. Some of it's gonna stick in there. That. And of course the usual low sodium. I'm gonna add a little salt, some fresh black pepper. Water's already starting to come to a boil. Almost there at that boil for the rice. I'm going to turn the beans down to a medium high heat. And you're cooking the beans to your desired texture and heat. There's no trick to them. Alright, our water is boiling, so I need 1 cup of rice. Give it a stir. We'll let that come back up to a boil. I'm going to reduce it to a simmer and we'll let it go for about 20 minutes. We should have our rice. In the meantime, we're going to create our Cajun seasoning for our chicken. Beans are coming along nicely. last step, we'll be doing our tortillas. Should be good. Spray here. Making sure I'm not missing any, y'all. Don't think I am. Alright. Definitely back up to a boil. Let's reduce that to a simmer. We'll cover it and let it go for a while. Get the stuff we don't need out of the way, because I'm really good at making messes. Clean up as we go. Alright. Like I said, this is just joining us now. We have a homemade Cowboy Crunch Copycat Cowboy Crunch Burritos for Taco Tuesday. Probably one of my favorite styles of food. It's either Asian or like a Spanish Mexican cuisine. I love it. My two favorites. So, we have our tortillas resting while our rice reduces to a simmer and our beans continue to fry. I'm going to grate some lemon in to finish the beans. The barbecue sauce will go in with our rice. I've got some Doritos hanging out in the corner. Let's put some of our lemon on our rice. So I've got a zester. So we're just gonna grate this directly on top of our refried beans. I like a little bit of citrus. Otherwise, refried beans out of a can, or even in a restaurant, really just don't pique my interest. All right, we are definitely down to a simmer there. Grab my lid, cover that rice, and let that water absorb into that. We are starting to fry nicely with the beans. So these are garlic, lemon, refried beans. You could use a lime as well. I'm going to reduce the heat on these beans a bit so that they don't stick hard. And we will also get our burner for our tortillas coming up to a medium heat as well. You want a clean, dry skillet for tortillas. Nothing in it. Clean and dry. You need it to be non-stick. Turn down. That's going go. Alrighty. So, fun part. Trick to tortillas. Prodigal spoon. Best cooking show on TV. You're too kind, sir. You know what? And prodigal. If we're saying that kind of bullshit, prodigal spoon. You know, I'm just gonna pop in your stream next time and be like, "You're the best Rainbow Six Siege player I've ever seen. I love you so much. Sea of Thieves. Fuck yeah." Pander to me, so I appreciate it though. I love you. Thank you so much, as always. If you guys haven't checked out Prodigal Spoon before, Taz, what's going on, my guy? How's it going? If you haven't checked out Prodigal Spoon, please do. He is such a cool dude. We've been hanging out for a minute. He's been a supporter since I've started, for sure, since Panda started. So I definitely highly recommend checking out this gentleman. This is gonna get tricky though, because this is our first multi-stream, folks. So bear with me. Trying to make sure that this all works. Let's see. There we go. Please check out A Prodigal Spoon. I'm sorry, Taz, how's it going today, my guy? We're chopping up some onion here. We are making homemade Copycat Cowboy Crunch burritos. There's a restaurant chain here in the States called Nito Burrito. Not sure if it's international. That makes giant burritos. So I'm making not so giant, my favorite burrito flavor that they carry, Cowboy Crunch, which is Cajun chicken, or in our case, leftover turkey, barbecue rice, and refried beans, which I seasoned mine with garlic and lemon. But bit tired? Oh man, well, it is really freaking late over there, so should be a bit tired. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the Luna Lounge, sir. Enjoy the burritos and everything. We don't need a whole heck of a lot of onions. I'm gonna hold on to that. That's gonna go in my container. How's it going today, Spoon? I hope you had a good day, Taz. And I hope that the tiredness was worth it, right? I'm doing real good today. I'm feeling a bit hungry, so we are cooking. We are now multi-streaming too. This is my first real attempt here. We did a little bit of a test stream this morning with Restream, so this is the first time that hopefully people also from Facebook might join us, or people from YouTube might join us. Both, I have a few friends on Facebook, but they're unaware of my whole venture here. The Twitch community has been so supportive, and I appreciate all you guys though, so we'll never leave them hanging. Hydrate. Got my water in there. I cleaned my butt off and I had a good time. I listened to music real loud because I like my music real loud. And I swept, vacuumed, mopped, dusted. I cleaned everything. We got it going on, except for the kitchen. I kind of half-assed because I knew what was about to happen, which was just me making more messes out here. So that's what I did today. Like I said, we got this set up, but otherwise I went ham on my good housewifely duties. And I like a clean house. I really do. I like it when it smells like, right now it smells like lemons and white vinegar in here because that's what I use to mop my floors. Little combo of white vinegar and water. That's all you need. It's the best hardwood floor cleaner out there. You don't need to go buy nothing. Just combine white vinegar and hot water. So these were our rested tortillas for about 15 minutes, and all I do is on a floured surface, I'm gonna roll them out, and we're gonna put them in our hot skillet over there to rest. I'm gonna get some more flour though, because they're gonna stick to my skillet for sure. Stick to my skillet for sure. But they only cook for about 10 to 30 seconds per side. It all depends on how hot your skillet is. So I'm sprinkling these with a little bit of flour so that they don't stick to my rolling pin. But you just want to get them as thin as your heart desires. And then we're gonna go take them over to the skillet, and we're gonna cook them for about in a dry, clean skillet too. Do not oil it. Do not put anything in it. Dry, clean skillet is key to a tortilla. So since we're making burritos, I'm making these a little extra big because we want to wrap this puppy up and fill it with a bunch of extra things instead of like it just being a taco. So that is very thin, and I'm gonna take this over and I'm gonna cook it in my skillet for about 10 to 30 seconds per side. So let me get this puppy my skillet isn't super hot yet. It's going to take us a little bit longer. Once this is heated up, it will not take that long. Try to fix that hole that I created from it sitting in my hands. But I can feel it coming up to temp. Our refried beans are done. I'm going to turn that off. Our rice has absorbed all of its liquid, so we're going to turn the rice off as well and just let it sit. I'm going to transfer that off the heat to let that finish up. The wooden spoon can stay on there. Woohoo, I almost lost her. This is going here. We're done zesting. You're going to start to see, bubbles will start to form here. You'll start to see a little bit of a texture and a contour towards the tortilla. And that's how you know it's done. You want it to just start to turn brown on one side. You don't want to overcook it. It's really easily done, too. So it's not quite done yet. I've got steam starting to vent out from the other side here. And then we'll start with the other ones. Keep that over here. I've got to get my spinach out here too. I want a little bit of spinach in mine. All right. Let's check this again. So. Not really any brown. I might have flipped that a little too soon. We'll flip it back to brown it again. If not, I was just worried. I didn't want to overcook it. As the skillet heats up, like I said, it gets really easily done. Let it go for another couple seconds. We'll begin to roll out another tortilla here. Working one at a time. See, that's what happens when you don't flour things appropriately. Luna, flour things appropriately, and then you won't have to worry about that. Don't be stingy with your flour. A little bit smaller. There we go. So there's a little bit of brown spots you can see on this tortilla. That's just about perfect. It can be a little more brown, but I don't want it too much more than that, or it won't be pliable. We won't be able to wrap anything up with it. And that's the whole point of a wrap, right? They do make these lovely inventions called Tortilla Presses. I do not own one. That's alright. Alright. First tortilla is done. Let's get this second bad boy going. This was a little bit, I didn't cut them all up evenly. We just kind of eyeballed it, so this one had a little less mass. So, it's a little bit smaller. Keep them going. As that one goes, we'll keep the process rolling here. See, as my skillet heats up, this takes significantly less time. So, while we do that too, I'm going to grab one of my small things here, almost, and we're going to do our Cajun seasoning as well. Don't want to leave this hanging here though, because this is definitely getting warm. Alright. Veggie cream, I apologize, I do not speak Spanish. So that's going to be a little bit tricky. We're an English stream here. So if you do not know English, my bud, I am not going to be able to help you out. Keep that going. Right. Let me grab my little thing. We can get one more rolled out here. Open this up. Veggie cream, do you speak English? Get this next tortilla going. Get you over here, my guy. You need more flour. You want to shrink there, bud? Tater Chip, what's going on, buddy? How are you today? Said, yes, almost forgot my Twitch. No notified? Damn you. Damn you, Twitch. With the no notify. That did it to me the other day, too, though. I was trying to watch Burrito Bear, and it didn't work out too well. I'm going to let that sit. We've got nice bubbles going. Yeah, that looks perfect. Look at them brown little, nice, perfect small brown spots. Not too overdone. How you doing today? Okay, Sarah says hi too. I say hi back to Sarah since she is arguably, you know, you're better. So, yeah. She makes a tater chip a better, flavorful tater chip. How about that? She's the oil to the tater. Can't have a good chip without some oil. Alright, so we've got this tortilla ready to roll. I'm going to bring this bad boy over and we will keep this process going. Hog it. Sexy as fuck, guys. Keep these burrito tortillas going. Boom. How was your day? Did you get your chores done, or did that never come to fruition? Did you get the gusto, get that big old energy going? Did you have enough decaf? As I like pound it. No, I had a couple extra cups of coffee today, but I cleaned my whole entire house as a result. I had an extra cup of caffeine, and I decided I was gonna sweep, mop, vacuum, dust. Like, all the things had it going on. Which is what we did before we were streaming dinner. Keep this going. Yeah, that one turned out nice and large. That's what she said, Kex. Hey! Flip you, bub. Yeah. Yeah, yeet. I love homemade tortillas. There's nothing better. They're a little time consuming to do, but they are so good. So good. All right, and while I'm hanging out over here for a second, we'll take a minor pause while that one goes to do. I've got my glass container here, and we will be putting in some smoked paprika. I'm gonna put in a couple teaspoons smoked paprika. I need a good bit of salt. We're using fine salt. Good bit of salt. I should have an extra freaking thing of garlic powder in here somewhere. Yo, garlic powder, where you be hiding? I need you now. Don't do this to me, sweetie. I know I had you. Gotta tuck you down here. I bought one. No, I can't find it. I know I restocked. All the cabinets, and I've got no garlic powder, so we'll use real garlic. Yeah, look at that. See, that might be a little too much on that one side just because it's gonna make it a little too stiff. Sorry, I heard all your words, but I'm gonna play a game for that. For some reason, we'll forfeit the game if you tab out, so go figure. Oh, no worries, man. Keep on playing, lurk your heart's content. You know, I'm an all-star pro at that. So, I appreciate you guys just hanging out in the background if that's what you're doing. No words necessary. Your love goes without saying. Okay? Just stretch that out a little bit more. We got that tortilla going. We'll use real garlic instead of garlic powder since I do not have it. We're going to use a good helping of fresh ground black pepper, which this is a new container, so the thing is sticking pretty good. Good helping of fresh ground black pepper. I've got about a teaspoon of white pepper going into this. I want a good teaspoon of onion powder. We got an air bubble pop, bitch. Thank you. Onion powder. So with paprika, salt, I'll put in real garlic instead of garlic powder. Black pepper, white pepper, onion powder. We need oregano. Not as much oregano. I'm a spice girl, so I like cayenne pepper. I'm gonna put about a half teaspoon. Do not, if you are not a spicy person, that's cayenne. And this is thyme. And we're adding thyme, and we've got homemade, little dash of thyme, homemade Cajun seasoning, all minus the garlic powder, which I said is MIA. I bought a whole new bottle of it, and it is gone. Boom. That's that tortilla. Let's get these last three going here. I gotta swap to mobile so you can cook so I can cook burgers. Get that burger going, man. That is a tasty burger. If you've never seen Pulp Fiction and are of age, go watch Pulp Fiction. It can be quite the hefty movie sometimes, so don't watch it if you are not in the mood for some heavy shit sometimes. But so many good quotes out of that. My brother got me a t-shirt for Christmas, and we have a sound command that goes, "Say what again?" I freaking love it. I double dog dare. I triple dog dare you, mother. I'm a very white girl, so I can't pull that off that well, but it is a great film. I'm not a huge Quentin Tarantino fan. That one is well done. Boom. We're almost done here. This Cajun seasoning is going to go on our turkey. I've got some cheddar cheese here as well that we will use. I'm going to dice up some of my leftover turkey from our Thanksgiving feast. Love that quote. Same. Same. And my brother knows I love it too. That's why he got me the shirt. Get that. Flipped. Keep our tortillas going. For those of you who didn't see earlier, can I get her in the light? That's my mama. It's my mama and me. Shout out to my mama who taught me everything I know. I'm hoping now that we're multi-platform, she'll join us one day. She doesn't have a Twitch account, and you don't pressure people into things. I'm a firm believer that people need to come to things on their own fruition, but woman knows how to operate YouTube. So I'm hoping that might happen. It'd be fun to actually have her on stream, and I pitched the idea at her the other day when we were all at Thanksgiving, and it didn't sound like a yes. So I'm hoping that maybe she'll just pop by one day and watch us cook. Hang out with us and chat a minute. Get that going there. We got our Cajun seasoning. Our rice looks like it's pretty damn good. We will floof that up and add our barbecue sauce to it, and we will season our turkey with our Cajun seasoning. A tortilla. We'll throw the Cajun seasoning over here hanging out in the wings, and then we only got one more tortilla to roll out. Oh no, lady. You do not fold over on yourself. I used to have the English, English motherfucker, do you speak it as a command? Oh, nice! English! Do you speak it? What was it? A royale? We should do a burger royale. A burger royale with cheese. They put an egg on it. What was I think it was Hula Burger was the name of the chain restaurant in that movie. Should come up. I want to do a Bob's Burger, and we should do the Burger Royale from Pulp Fiction. Should have like a movie burger. Recipes from movies. My friend's got the Skyrim Sailor Mercury. She's been in chat. She's got the Skyrim cookbook. I want to do that sometime. Alright, we got that. Should not need any more flour now for sure. Put that away. You can flip and go off. So now I've got a little bit of onion chopped up there. We're going to get a little bit. I like white meat, so I'm trying to find some good pieces of white meat I got hanging out there. And that. Come here, bud. Oh, you. Right, the final one to cook. We're just going to use residual heat on that for that guy. Now, dice this turkey up. And Reservoir Dogs was a really good movie too from Quentin. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, not bad, not bad. Dug it. Inglourious Bastards might be my favorite. I love that movie. I speak Italian. Dice up some turkey here. Throw our turkey. And the diced onion. All in a bowl together here. And I'm gonna toss it with a bit of our Cajun seasoning here. So now we will have our good way to utilize leftovers, folks. Our Cajun turkey. We've got our homemade tortillas hanging out here. We've got our refried beans in our pan here. I'd already zested this. I'm going to juice it and throw a little bit of the lemon juice into the beans as well. And also, since we didn't have our garlic powder, throw a little bit of minced garlic into there. All right. Last of our tortillas. Add a little bit of that garlic in there. Small bowl. I'm going to remove my refried beans to be able to mix that lemon juice in. Ooh. And down. I like my refried beans a little bit crunchier. That's why that consistency is how that is. Take our lemon juice. It's a lot of tortillas. It's 8. It is a lot. It's a lot for me. But they're not all. Of course, I'm not going to eat them all. They will last. We'll use them throughout the week. They will be wrapped for me throughout the week. So I'm just going to splash this with a little bit of lemon juice. Mix the beans up with a little bit of lemon. It'll soften them back up a little bit, but I like refried beans with a little bit of a crisp. Restaurants typically do not. I am not a fan of refried beans though, usually. Yeah. They'll last throughout the week. I can do breakfast wraps or whatnot. But if you're making tortillas, if you want to make yourself just one or two, it's very difficult, but you could always, of course, reduce the amount that I put in the recipe. I also have a pan that'll come home and that'll eat some with me. So set that off to the side. We got that going. Now we are going to remove this from the heat. Let that cool. I'm going to bring our rice over here a little bit, and we are going to add just a little bit of barbecue sauce and white vinegar to that to season it. I gotta open my barbecue sauce so it's brand new. It doesn't have a perforation. Savages. That's how we do that. We're going to barbecue up our rice here, barbecue sauce up our rice. And I need a little bit of white vinegar. I have a large bottle, but we are not going to add a lot. Vinegar seasons rice. Just a splash of vinegar, and we will mix this up. So now we have our barbecue rice, our Cajun turkey, our lemon garlic refried beans, our homemade tortillas, the last step, ranch dressing, cheddar cheese, and crunched up Doritos. All right. Now we have our barbecue rice there. As an Asian, that's a big no-no to rice. Oh, barbecue sauce? Yeah, well, this isn't Asian. This is a Tex-Mex recipe. So, it's a Tex-Mex chain restaurant from the United States. Need a burrito. Look it up online. Google need a burrito and tell me what you think of their menu. Their burritos are the size of babies, and I think that's why most people go there. Is because for like $6 you get a gigantic burrito. For a poor college student, it was amazing. Or actually, I think we originally went there when I was still in high school. So that was even better. Alrighty. I've got breakout. I've got sharp cheddar cheese as well here. I'm gonna break off a piece. I'm gonna store that in a Ziploc baggie when we're done here. Put this piece back. And the best part of the crunchy part of a Cowboy Crunch burrito, nacho cheese Doritos. So I got the basic nacho cheese Doritos to add to this. And I think I've got a little bit of ranch dressing that I purchased I did not make this time. I hate barbecue sauce. Just don't use barbecue sauce, just use regular rice. Season these however you want. The whole point of Cowboy sauce, though, American creation, it's ranch mixed with barbecue sauce. That's what Cowboy sauce is. I want the biggest tortilla I have. That's probably you, bub. So, we are going to assemble. Let me open this. Avert your ears for the opening of the bag. Boom. So, Cowboy Crunch. Let me grate some cheese on first because I feel like the cheeses are glue in so many things. Let's grate some cheddar on here. A nice helping of cheddar. I'm going to do some of our rice. Need a bit of our refried beans. I had a spoon. Where did you go? We'll use you. So, get our refried beans in here. There is no art to this. I'm just kind of going with it. I feel like I want ranch next because it's gonna do that. Wait, does ranch have mayo? No. Ranch typically does not have mayo. It's buttermilk, vinegar, onion, dill, garlic, pepper, and most people will whip up eggs, but you don't have to do that. I've used sour cream. You could use vegan sour cream if you can find it, but ranch does not have mayo. So, typically, my ranch dressing that I'll make at home is just sour cream, garlic, onion, dill, salt, pepper, lemon juice. And that's what I go with for ranch. Alright, so we've got a little drizzle of ranch going on here, and I'm gonna add my Cajun turkey steak. And my Cajun turkey and my onion. I have a small spoon. And crunch up a couple of our Burritos to make it crunchy. It's a big deal. Yep. White sauce you can eat. Smirk. Ha. All the cats. All right, so we got our ranch, we got our Doritos, we got our rice, we got our beans, and just to make myself feel a little bit better, I'm going to throw some torn up spinach on here because I like green too. I like green things. I like green things. Buttermilk, dill, and lemon. This is the best part about ranch. Alright guys, and we have our Cowboy Crunch burrito. That is the big old portion of that there. Let me take us over to the Luna Lounge and we can enjoy our meal together. I'm gonna also freshen up my drink. Tater, are your burgers done? Are you still cooking? Working with them unstable herbs? What the fuck is unstable about dill? Or are you not talking about dill? What if you put weed in ranch? What would happen? Like it tastes entirely like no. Nah fam, nah. Let me take us over to the Luna Lounge. Right, meow. And then we should be on the lounge. We should have switched over. We are good, we're golden. Let me come over and eat with y'all. Let me also take this over here too. You can come unplugged, baby. Lappiness. Since we don't got a panda, I can put you guys here and then hopefully I'm not interfering with the camera if I put it right there and be able to see chat. That. Then. So this is my favorite burrito from that chain restaurant that I haven't had in so long. So it's Taco Tuesday. I decided to do it. No, it was a reference in except. Oh my god, dude, I love that movie, and I forgot it. Working with unstable herbs. That dude is so, at the very end of that movie when he's like, and I forget what he's like, and later we're going kosher. And he freaking has the rabbi there to bless the chicken or the pig or something. Oh my god, I love that movie, Accepted. Mostly because I have no freaking clue what I wanted to do with my life. You know what? I feel like I'm too far away from y'all. Let me come in here a little closer. I feel like that's better. Mostly because I had no freaking clue what I wanted to do with my life, and that movie spoke to me. I would have went to shit university. Yeah. Ask me about my wiener. That's a freaking old school Jonah Hill. Yeah. The meat is mixed. Just waiting on fry. Oh, what kind of fry? Oh, you got regular French fries going? All right, guys. Cheers. Cheers. Better than Nino Burrito. Nothing beats a homemade tortilla, y'all. Maybe them homemade sub rolls. I'm melted. Oh my god, that was so good. One of the best things I've ever made, hands down. If you guys have never seen Accepted, and you still don't know what you want to do with your life, go watch it. It's just like, also Lewis Black, who's hilarious. I've seen him twice live, and he was hilarious both times, even though his jokes, I swear to God, were the same thing. But still, he had no new material like 5-10 years apart, but he's also mostly political commentary, and let's face it, politics don't really change. I've never eaten human before, neither have I. Are cowboys more lean than other people? Yeah, because they're wandering around a lot. They're very active, so it's mostly like very gamey and lean, sort of like eating like venison or like a duck over like grass-fed farm-raised cattle. Right? These guys are much more hearty and delicious. I don't. If you need to know what cowboy meat is like, go watch Brokeback Mountain. That's a very good reference. In the 80s, they were probably a lot more smoky. Oh yeah, it got that kind of chewy, leathery texture too, though. All except for the rump portion. It's a bit more tender and whatnot. Skatebot. Thank you for stopping by the stream, my bud. I hope you have been enjoying what you've been seeing. If you are from the Americas, maybe you've heard of a Nino Burrito, or from the US of A anyway, the Americas. From the US of A, maybe you have heard of Nino Burrito and their Cowboy Crunch Burrito, which is basically barbecue and ranch. So, hence the Cowboy Crunch. I did mine with leftover Cajun turkey though. So I did a big old Streamsgiving last Friday, it was past Friday, and I've got a bunch of leftover turkey still because that bird was 21 pounds and there's 2 of us in this household. America! Live in Florida? Cool. We have a whole melting pot of food, and you definitely have you have like Tex-Mex going on there, you're real close to Texas. I mean, Georgia's got its own thing in general. My pop had a place in Marco Island, down towards Naples, on the very tip down there, so I got to eat my way around a bunch of fishes. That was delicious. My best friend is from Gainesville, so I'm not sure what part of Florida you're from, but cheers, my guy. I love burritos, so we're Taco Tuesday it up. But we did the Cajun turkey. There's barbecue rice in here. I did refried black beans. I seasoned it with a little bit of garlic and lemon. And I've got some just basic onion I mixed in with my Cajun turkey. And a little bit of torn up spinach because I needed some green to make myself feel better about this. Ranch dressing, of course. I did homemade tortillas. I also put a little bit, the last bit of my garlic powder and chili powder in. And then I have cranberry lime sparkling water. Delicious. I need to know everybody. We've got Tater Chip making burgers here. Thank you for the follow, Escape. I appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome to my cooking cosmos and the Luna Lounge, which we're hanging in right now. Normally, my cooking streams are a little bit longer, but I did my breakfast sandwiches this morning, and this is our first experiment into restreaming. So we might be joined by our peeps on Facebook and YouTube now. We have the option, but the Twitch community has been so good to me, I will never abandon. They are the best. You guys are the best, for sure. By Nature Seasoning, it's onion, garlic, pepper, salt, all in one. It sounds good. Onion's my favorite, not gonna lie. I love onion, powdered minced onion. Garlic is like second to me. I'm losing this. My burrito came unwrapped. Sad face. Otherwise, I like real garlic. I like real minced garlic. My husband has been doing a special diet. If you guys know about Greg Duchette, we bought his cookbook. He's like a bodybuilder type of dude. He's pretty funny. I like his YouTube videos. Go check him out. But he advocates for Mrs. Dash, which Mrs. Dash has been around forever, but I never bought her stuff. And she's there's actually some really good seasonings. Here, hang on, let me grab. Take a break. Put my burrito down and take some breaths. I've got a bunch that I bought to experiment with. So, here we go. I got, oh shit. Hopefully Nature Seasonings is not something that's up to Florida. I've got their table seasoning blend. Pull you guys up to the camera, there should autofocus. Which is kind of what you're talking about, but like it's got, what's it got? Dried onion is the first one, black pepper, parsley, celery seed, even oregano, thyme, mustard, cumin, rosemary. This is like everything in one. And honestly, it did really, really good on some steak I did the other day. To me, it's sort of like Red Robin seasoning. When I forget that, which is mostly celery salt. Celery salt. You guys need to know. I've got their Southwest Chipotle, which is boss status. That's mostly mine because Panda's not into that. But his jam is their everything. Everything but the salt. Which is just dried garlic, dried onion, sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. But it makes some boss status, and of course, garlic and herb. I had to get the garlic and herb. But the everything one, I've been using to make everything bagel breakfast sandwiches. And it's been amazing. Those are his favorite. He got so obsessed with it after the first time. I think I've done it like every day, almost every week. I just love food too. I've been meeting a lot of Indian folks as well. I've been thinking about trying my hand at some tandoori. Especially once I get like a smoker even. I think it'd be cool to try to do chicken tandoori in a smoker. And try to mimic that clay pot. That was a really good bite. When you get the flavors of all this stuff mixed into one, that's like the best bite. And that had all of it. That was like a good bite of Dorito, too. What's your favorite type of... Okay. Escape. You're on death row. What's your last meal? Because I'm not going to lie. I've had this conversation with a couple people. And I feel like it'd have to incorporate steak and whiskey. Hands down. Like, I would need a filet. Maybe with a crab cake. Or stone crabs. Oh, God. Stone crabs from the Isle of Capri. Yep. Steak. Stone crabs from the Isle of Capri. A really, really, really good glass. Neat whiskey. And I don't know, like, just boss status vanilla ice cream to cap it all off. Ugh. Sweet potato fries, maybe, too. I love sweet potato fries. I live in the middle of Pennsylvania, so that's going to affect my decision as well. But I feel like it's a solid decision. And I feel like I could die happy if that was my last meal. Tater chip, Frugo, Taz, Spoon, if you guys are still in, same question. Death row, or something, whatever. It's gonna be the last meal you ever eat. What you got? What are you ordering? What are you ending this plane of existence? If that, like, whatever you believe is next or not next. What are you ending this part of life with? Yeah, last meal. The last thing you're gonna taste as this. Oh my God, Frugo. You're the best. I fucking love you. Good girl. Way to go out there. Frugo's last meal is going to be Taz. All the kick. Giggity. A hardcore giggity. Oh, you guys are going in on it together. Rock stars. Cheers. Cheers. Guys, we got Cabagen too. I put the Cabagen overlay. They're far too big, holy hell. I gotta shrink the size of those emotes, but that's hilarious. I got the Cabagen emotes going. Yo! Something just fell down and scared the shit out of my dog. It's okay, Rippy. I love Panda with absolutely all my heart, but filet and stone crabs. You guys, like, Taz can't. I get that. But if you like crustaceans and are allowed to eat crustaceans, you need to have stone crabs. Oh. Oh. So good. And I want my cake and eat it too. I want Panda. I can include Panda in that whole repertoire of things. Taz, you are 16 grand into the baking challenge, my guy. Invested. I like it. Between all of us, I think you guys are, I don't know what are we up to? I don't know if I can see it on here. Spoon, what do you want as your last meal on earth? What? Like, I want a filet with stone crabs, a really, really good glass of whiskey, neat, maybe on the rocks, 1 or 2 ice cubes, That's not even ice cubes. Give me them good whiskey stones. Don't water that shit down. And a really, like, maybe just a nice little bit of good ice cream at the end, like vanilla ice cream, just to cap it all off for dessert. I include Panda in this. Taz and Frugo went dirty and said they want each other as their last meal. But, last meal, if you were on death row, what are you eating? I also thought maybe some sweet potato fries too, but they're just a bonus. Spoon with the 2 gram. We are definitely a quarter in. You guys have made it a quarter of the way through this. And we still have a whole month to go. We still have a whole month. So, 44%. Fuck, you're getting there. Alright, start thinking. Start racking those brains. What are you going to make me make that's an actual challenge to me? You've seen what I can do now a little bit. That cake the other day. What am I going to make that's an actual challenge? Start coming up with ideas. For sure. Surf and turf. Chateau grilled steak with lobster thermidor. Scallops as an appetizer. Oh. Spoon. Come to my death row dinner party. Yo, lemon sorbet. I want mango. You can have lemon. We could hybrid. Lemon mango sorbet would be good. Not too heavy, settles the whole thing. Amen. Even though I would be fine if I just had a like singular tiny portion of tiramisu with like an ounce of espresso. Ugh. Good Italian tiramisu with good espresso as well. That sounds amazing. Food. Food, guys. Food is so amazing. It's so good. I'm a glutton, for sure. Even though I don't look like it. I definitely am a glutton. If I was guilty of any one of the 7 deadly sins, that would be it. I'd had Virgil's root beer with mine. See, you can keep your root beer. I never liked root beer. Birch beer, not either. Like, if I was going for a soda, I don't drink soda, like, whatsoever. But if I was going, ginger beer, I like ginger beer. Or real beer, like alcoholic. Give me that good, give me a good IPA. Sour beer, too. I like sour beers, for sure. But, I have finished my burrito, ladies and gents. We have successfully tested and realized I only really like, I don't know if I've ever had a Spanish beer. Shoot me the name and I'll see if I can find one. I've got a local place that actually has a lot of really, really, really good Corona. Ew. Don't type that. Don't type Corona. It's eek, but I mean, El Natty Ice, yo, get that cheap beer with the high alcohol content. I haven't drank Natty Ice since college because it was like the cheapest case of beer you can buy that was 5.6% alcohol, so it would get you there. Desperado, I have had Desperado because I also really fucking love tequila. And tequila and I have a great relationship. So, I should have a horrible relationship with tequila. I should never want to drink it again. I should just absolutely yak at the thought of tequila. But tequila and I are buds. We're good. Lime can come into the situation. Salt doesn't need to be there, but it's welcome. And I'm absolutely a good girl. I drank pitchers of margaritas one time and did a lot of tequila shots with Corona chasers, and I should hate my life, but I don't. My whole bachelorette party was a big blur of tequila shots with Corona chasers. But it was really good. You bought a $75 for a Mexican friend when we were in Detroit, and it was smooth. Ooh, $75. What was it, Patron? Was it a good bottle of Patron? Chang and Starperman are my favorite beers. I've never had either of those. Agosa. I I like, wait, Gosa as a brand or as the style of beer? Because I do love a Gosa too. Like, it needs a good Gosa. I used to work for a brewery, so I have a very wide palate now. Basically, I'll drink almost any beer. Brand of beer with antlers. Okay, got you. I'll have to keep my eyes open. Like I said, I live in the middle of Pennsylvania, so it can be a little bit tricky for me to find some certain things. I got a decent beer store that we moved to recently. Now, like, I moved to a whole new area, so it's decent. Starperman is a Prague and Chang of Thailand. Nice. I have never even heard of it. I'm gonna Google and I'm gonna learn because I love food and I love drink and I'm down to dabble. Tater Chip was telling me about a bunch of before. Amstel is your Uni beer? I have definitely had Amstel before. Not bad at all. I'm a Belgian girl when it comes to my beers too, though. Give me a strong golden ale, boys, and I am a happy, very drunk, tipsy girl at 107 pounds right now. You can get, I'm a cheap drunk right now. Used to not be. But, Chang sold in all of Indian places over here. Nice. Oh, okay, so I'm in the middle of Amish country, but I'm also closer to civilization than I've ever been. It's a closer drive. So, I might be able to find some at some of our local little markets now. I'm going to have to explore. We're a month, almost 2 months into our new home, so now I can go check when Corona isn't a thing, and I can venture safely into other places. I will have to check out. We've got little like Thai places now. I've got an Ethiopian market, Vietnamese. I've got some choices. Amstel's from Amsterdam, and I do know this one. That is available, and it was available at a couple places where I used to live as well. So I've had that, and plus Schizo Penguin, who's a big part of my chat in my real life as well. Was stationed over that way for a while, so he gave me some good recommendations while he was in Germany for a few years. So I got some good recommendations from a Schizo Penguin on beer as well. You can friend me on Untapped. It's a beer app that I love checking in a bunch of my beers that I drink. I've been into some IPAs lately. Got into the New England and the West Coast style. I'm still kind of a juicy fan, so the New England is more my favorite. But my dad loves Yingling Flight. We've been drinking Yings. I love sour beers, like I said. We've got a good local brewery called Evergreen that does a couple weird things. I'm not a huge stout fan, but I like a decent imperial stout. It's gotta get me fucked up. If I'm gonna drink it, I want it to be good there. I don't like a low percentage stout. I just like, if it's gonna be a dark, strong, heavy beer, give me that alcohol flavor to it too. Not that I am in the mood to get fucked up. I'm old enough now. I do not like being drunk. I like being buzzed and happy and warm. I do not want to be just off my butt. Even though my birthday is December 31st, that day all bets might be off. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see what happens. The only thing I asked for my birthday from Peeps was my favorite beers. Just go crazy and give me beer. But I've learned to love a lot of different things. And I don't know, I've just been in an IPA kind of kick, but I like all things. I like all things. I like it. Obviously, if whiskey's gonna be my favorite too, I like that realm of beverage as well. But I'm very social, so I don't like to drink alone. If I'm just chilling, hanging out here at the house, I've got my sparkling water. That's what I'm gonna go with, and iced tea and other things like that. But if I'm out and about, if I'm out with friends, I love a drink. I like that social lubricant. Or not. But appreciate the recommendations on all the stuffs, guys. Oh, Spoon, real quick too. A local restaurant that I absolutely love. They're a little further away now, but he bought like $175 bottle of tequila. I don't remember what it was called, but I got invited to drink that tequila and cigars with him, and I really want to take him up on it so much. Also, my mom and I are theming our Christmas Eve dinner this year Norse. We're doing a Nordic Christmas Eve. And I want to get, what was it called? Highland Peak whiskey. Here, because it's imported, it's like $150 a bottle for this whiskey. But it's Viking whiskey. So I really, really, really want to get it and give that. That would be the most expensive bottle of booze that I have ever bought. Is $150 bottle of whiskey. We don't go too crazy. My mom loves Scotch. She drinks Macallan 12. We've had Macallan 18, but it gets, as the older it gets, the more smoky and peaty, and it tastes like straight perfume to me, and I'm out. I like a more smooth drink. So the older is not as smooth. It's a little more harsh. To me, it's not as good. But yeah, I like it. But we have successfully had dinner. We have made our burritos, the homemade tortillas, the rice, the beans, seasoned everything up real nice and good. And I have eaten. We've discussed a lot of fun things. We know what we all want if we die. Before we die, we know what our final meals will be. And we had some good beer talks. So I know it's a short stream today, guys. Successful restream test, and this will be a future thing as well. So if you also have Facebook and YouTube, the links will be posted. They should be posted in the Discord. I'll post them in panels as well. And if you check out my Instagram, Instagram or Facebook will get you links to all these things. We're streaming now to all these platforms as well to hopefully expand the cooking cosmos of the Luna Lounge. So, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that follow escape. It was lovely talking to you. Nice to meet you, and I hope you tune in for future ones. I take suggestions as well. If anybody wants to see any type of food streamed, I do my best to try to do them justice. Taz, thank you so much, buddy, for stopping in. Yep, you'll see me soon. I'll be back in here on Thursday for whatever our hearts desire in food. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you coming in. I look forward to seeing you in the future. Look for the panels below. Schedule links, as well as feel free to pop into our Discord and homie. And oh my God, Sailor, thank you so much. I didn't even see you there. Have a great night too. I hope your ears are ringing. And now it's a party. I hope you like your new sound command too. But feel free to DM me suggestions, whisper me for everybody that's on Twitch. Feel free to whisper me suggestions on what you would like to see in the future. Alright? And I hope you guys all have a fantastic night. Let's find somebody though. Somebody here. We need to raid, folks. We need to raid. Let's see if anybody else is cooking. So, hang on here 1 second. And let's see what we got going on as far as cooking streams going, guys. For the first time in my entire life, I do not have somebody else cooking. So, a good buddy of mine that, actually, what do we feel like? What do I feel like? Okay, so, are we feeling musical tonight, guys? I'm feeling a little bit musical. Let's go with a girl I rated the other day who actually was cooking with her mom, and is a DJ as well. So she's DJing right now. She is known as Tricks a Million. She's out of California. She was a fantastic freaking person, and I really enjoyed her stream. So we are going to raid Tricks a Million. So we'll get our music on. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys, and I appreciate all of you as usual. Stay tuned for more cooking with Luna. So let us raid here. I'm going to put the command up in chat. Feel free to copy and paste the get caked, and let's raid Tricks a Million. Okay, bye.
Bye!